It's Kate the Angel Medium here, back at it again. It is Wednesday when I'm recording this. That means we are halfway through the week. We did it. We're almost there. Well, we're almost there. And today I'm back with Archangel Michael. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Kate the Angel Medium. And I channel Archangel Michael and all the angels of the highest Christ at light. And I got a good one for you today. I got a good one for you today. I don't know what's going on with the light in my office still. We're gonna just do it anyways. I am not technologically savvy. I'm learning every day. And so hopefully all of these get better as we go. But I'm so happy to share my gifts with you. It's been a journey where I'm finally just embracing my authentic self and sharing my divine gifts. Yeah, I'm psychic AF and I channel angels, which is pretty dang cool if you ask me. And you're all capable of doing things just like this. Just figure out how you would communicate with your angels. And if that's something you're interested in, I have a really cool activation you can purchase in my stand store. Link is in the bio. It's called Talk to Your Angels Now. Or if you're healing from narcissistic abuse, I can't speak to you guys enough how incredible this course is that I created all of my courses with Archangel Michael, but also this one called Sacred and Savage. It's not just a course on healing from narcissistic abuse. I actually do really cool activations with Archangel Michael to help you kind of stop the process so that you can move forward in your life the most empowered earth angel baddie that you already are. You just forgot. So let's talk about understanding that people's words mean nothing and that actions are everything. See, we as empathic people always want to believe people's words. In fact, we are almost desperate at times to believe the words that are coming out of their mouths, even though their actions are screaming absolute truth to us every single day. Here's an example. Somebody is in a relationship with someone who is constantly cheating, right? And they are so desperately want to believe that, you know what, they're never going to do it again because they're so afraid of leaving or they're afraid of starting over or they're afraid of being abandoned or rejected, that they are more focused on hearing the right words in that moment that I will never do it again, as opposed to paying attention to, wow, he's now or she's now done this to me 3 times in a row. This is never going to end unless something changes. Whether this person goes to therapy, this person actually actively changes their behavior in some way, it's not going to change. They're just telling me what I want to hear. Now, we also do this to ourselves, right? We also say, I'm going to eat healthy today, or I'm going to have boundaries today. And we tell ourselves what we want to hear, but our patterns and our actions dictate otherwise. So this is about truth. This is about being honest with yourself and no longer listening to people's words and only paying attention to their actions and their patterns, because they will never lie to you. People are always like, I just can't understand them. I can't read them. Yes, you can. You just don't want to believe what you're seeing because it's not what you want from them or what you want from the situation. Someone might constantly tell you, hey, I don't want a relationship. But what happens is they treat it like it's a relationship, but they just don't want a relationship with you because they want all the benefits of having a relationship, because they want to be with somebody all the time, have intimacy all the time. You're probably bending over backwards because you're hoping that you can prove to them that maybe I can change their minds. If they wanted to have a relationship with you, they're going to have a relationship with you. And it might have nothing to do with you per se. They just don't think that you're the person that they want to have a relationship with. And that's what it is. It could be because you have high standards and they know that they're going to have to be held to a higher expectation if they actually have a relationship with you. Or it might be just because you're not the person that they see their future with. And it's nothing personal. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just not what they saw themselves with. It's not to say that you're not valuable. It's just that they don't want that type of relationship. And that's not a bad thing, because rejection is always God's protection, right? Your big lesson today from Archangel Michael is this, and I'm going to say it again, is that their words don't mean anything. And a lot of times, neither do yours. You have to show up with your actions, and they have to show up with their actions for you to see the truth. And you have to stop denying the truth either. Just because you don't like the truth does not mean that you should accept their lies. Yeah. It's your responsibility. It is not your fault that they lie to you, but it is your responsibility to protect yourself. See, your energy is so precious. It's so sacred. And it is your responsibility to protect it because not everybody should have access to your energy. Certainly not people that don't value you or don't value what you offer to this world. And certainly people that don't value themselves, which is going to lead me to the next thing. Insecure people are some of the most dangerous people that you can have in your circle. And that might even be you. I know because I used to be incredibly insecure and I was dangerous. Because when I was insecure, I was always looking for outside validation. And I was willing to sacrifice my integrity and moral compass to receive it. For example, I am a domestic violence survivor. And because I was so insecure and I had no self-worth, my children were exposed to violence because I was insecure. Let's talk about friendship. I was such an insecure person that when I was friends with certain people, this is 10, 15 years ago, by the way, I would never do this anymore. I would literally gossip about some friends because it made me feel good to be around people that made me feel good because they wanted to hear what I have to say. They were giving me the validation that maybe I was better than this person, or maybe I was worthy having a conversation with. Maybe they were popular, maybe they weren't popular, and they were willing to have me in their space so that I would abandon people that I probably shouldn't have abandoned. Does that make sense? Did I explain that well enough? See, somebody who's incredibly insecure is either a people pleaser or they have an issue with self-abandonment. And people that are constantly abandoning themselves will abandon you, because if they're going to abandon themselves, they have no problem, no allegiance, no loyalty to you either, especially when they can receive some sort of validation from somewhere else at the cost of you. It's true. I have a client, for example. She is best friends with this really insecure woman. And this insecure woman, because she has the need and the desperation, validation especially for men, every time they go out to the bar, she has to be the center of attention. To the point where if her friend oh, he's cute, she has to go after that man. She goes after every man that this woman is interested in. Not because she's a terrible person. It's because she's so incredibly insecure that she makes bad decisions because she needs that validation that she's attractive and that men want her. That she's willing to sacrifice her friends' feelings, emotions, even the friendship. That is dangerous. You cannot have insecure people in your inner circle. Insecure people are not allowed to, or should not have any access to your authenticity either. Your authenticity is only reserved for the people that have earned it and have emotionally safe environments for you to be authentic in. Your authenticity is not for the workplace, because this will be so for real. That corporate world is really toxic. And everybody is playing a game and everyone is wearing a mask. And it does not make you a bad person. Just play the game better than them. They have not earned your authenticity. They have not earned your real talk. That is for those who have earned the right, the access to your essence. Protect it. Not everybody has earned that right. See, what you think is playing games is self-preservation. Your authenticity is only for those who are in good investment, and I'll explain that to you later, or for those who create emotionally safe environments, because their actions speak truth that is in alignment with what you deserve and your value. Only so many people see my authentic self. I mean, you guys see a lot of it because it shows up, it translates here on camera. You know what I'm trying to say. But my point is I do not tell people everything. Not everything is for everybody. And people who tend to be oversharers are insecure because they're so desperate for attention or receiving energy, validation, whatever, that they are willing to overshare. I'm not trying to prove myself to anyone. And I know this because I used to be this, by the way. But because now I don't feel the need to prove myself to anybody, I just know my worth because it's inevitable. I don't have to overshare. If anything, I don't tell people anything unless I trust them. And trust is earned, just like having the benefit of the doubt. People must earn these things. The only people that get the benefit of your doubt are those who have earned your trust. Because I try to keep giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, but he keeps cheating on you. I keep giving them the benefit of the doubt, but they keep stealing from you. I keep giving them the benefit of the doubt, but they keep lying to me. They've already shown you who they are. You're not supposed to be giving people the benefit of the doubt that have not earned it. Okay? So, here's the thing. Know when people are a good investment. People are a good investment when they are absolutely investing in themselves. It's that simple. You're a good investment because you're here right now, investing in yourself because you're trying to learn and grow and become a better person by listening to what I have to say. You all have that friend where you're constantly trying to, hey guys, this will help you, because you're watching them spiral on a slippery slope of bad choices after bad choices. That's a bad investment. That is not a good investment, friend, because they will take you down. They will hold you back. Their energy will hold you back. It is what it is. There's no way around it. And I'm not telling you to completely cut these people off either. But what I'm saying to you is this. They're not meant to be in your inner circle, are they? No. Because they're not a good investment. If you bought stocks, right, and it was constantly losing money, would you keep putting money in it? No, you wouldn't. Because it's a bad investment. And people are investments too. Just like you are. You're a good investment. Be around other people that are good investments, because we are the company that we keep. If you hang out with athletes, you're probably going to start working out or be more athletic. If you read a lot of books, and the people around you probably read a lot of books too. But if you're constantly around people that gossip, you're probably going to end up gossiping too. If you're constantly around people that eat junk food, you're probably going to eat junk food too. Or if you're constantly around people that are super negative and constantly complaining, it's going to suck the life out of you to the point where you know what? Misery loves company. And you're probably going to start complaining and seeing your life like the glass half full, just like them. So it's up to you. We've talked about it before, but if you're new here, listen up. You might be the problem, but you're also the solution, which is a good thing, because that means that you are in control and you can make the changes that you need to make. And remember, only worry about the things you can control. Everything else that's out of your control, not your problem. Okay? I love you guys. Have an incredible day, and I will see you mañana.